Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, hey, Jessica, what are some minor things men do that are huge turn-ons for women? Well, so I'm glad you asked because you know I love talking about this shit. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to how you are inadvertently getting women hot throughout your day without you even realizing it. Or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, so there's a lot of these. The first thing I want to say though is that, again, we women, our biggest erogenous zone is between our ears. And although you probably get hot over dudes when it comes to how much money they make or what kind of cars they drive or how tall they are, women are a lot different. And if you want to say otherwise, I'd say you probably have a vagina too then. And good for you. So let's get started. The first major turn on is saying no to us or even other people. I have a girlfriend who is finally seeing somebody and she's very much known for wrapping men around her fingers, getting them to do anything for her, and then her using and abusing them. She isn't the greatest girlfriend, I'll say that much. However, the guy she's with now has her very happy and having the craziest sex of her life. And I asked her, what's the secret? And she says, well, he just tells me no. I try to walk all over him. I try to get him to do all these things. And he just says no. And it gets me so hot. I'll tell you right now, we women don't want yes men. We don't want men who are pushovers. We don't want men who will just listen to every damn thing we tell them to do. We want men with spines. We want men with minds, their own minds. And men who could adhere to their own standards for what they want for themselves, even if it's not what we want. Oof, so hot. Now the second one is shutting the F up. I can't tell you how many clients I have that get so much anxiety from awkward silences. So they'll blah, 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 blah. My girls to death in efforts to not have to deal with the fact that there isn't something being said. But I'll tell you right now, too many of you are confusing sexual tension, which is necessary, with that awkward silence. I'm telling you right now, if you're sitting here talking my ear off, you're distracting me from what I'm feeling between us. But if you just and you force me to feel what's going on right here, that's gonna super turn me on. So slow down and silent up already, and you'll see just how badly she wants you. Now the third one is showing us how badly you want us. No, I don't mean trying to F in the middle of the night by dry humping and finger blasting. I'm talking about initiating kisses here and there, showing us how hard you get for us when we're doing our makeup and trying on outfits, or maybe we say something super endearing and you kiss us on the forehead because you think it's the cutest shit ever. Again, it's you making us feel special, and when we feel like you want us and only us, we're gonna make you feel like we want you and only you. And if you don't feel comfortable and confident in moving things forward and showing women you want them and being intentional with what your true feelings are, make sure you find out how to do so right here in my Override Effect video, where my former assistant Clayton details how to create emotions in women that get us making moves on you because of all the things you're creating in here. The connections, the chemistry, the shit we're supposed to feel in that silence that gets us making the moves on you. So again, if you haven't yet, check it out right here and be prepared to see the difference and how women look at you and go after you after. Now the fourth one, oh my God. The fourth one is being authentic and being vulnerable. So right now, Pedro Pascal is having a moment, but let's be honest, all his characters are kind of super dull and monotone, like the Mandalorian, Joel in The Last of Us, even the Narcos guy. But the reason he's having a moment is because of how vulnerable and authentic he is. I'm telling you right now, I've rubbed one out a couple times in his Vanity Fair interview where he's taking a lie detector test and he's sheepishly admitting that he looks at fan accounts of himself. He is just so truly himself at all times. And people are going nuts over it. Again, it's not like people falling for Roy Kent on Ted Lasso, who Keely rubbed one out too during his interview of him crying because again, he's being authentic and vulnerable. But again, it is the actual actor who is being himself in all the interviews that people are going nuts over. Because the key to turning us women on is separating yourself out from anybody else. And yeah, it includes being yourself. But nobody really teaches us how to be ourselves, right? We know how to be polite. We know how to be accommodating. We know how to be social in an acceptable way, but nobody teaches us how to be ourselves. But that's what we teach in our coaching program, is how to be yourself in a way that engages women and gets women emotionally turned on by you just by being you, which is why so many guys speak volumes about my program. And if you know that you could use eyes on your interactions with women, where we guide you along the way to getting to be yourself and getting women wanting you for who you are, apply right now while you still can at jessicajdating.com/flirting or check out this link right here. Now the fifth one I've already kind of alluded to, but it's showing us how much we turn you on. Like if you say some shit like, I'm sorry, I can't listen to what you're saying because I'm just so enamored by what you're wearing right now. Being that open about how hot you get for us is gonna get us hot because again, it's contagious. How you feel is contagious. I always say that. I talked about in my one video about this one dude who I didn't really like at all, but he and I, you know, we had enough chemistry and he made me laugh. He was rude to the waitstaff, so I never saw him ever again. He DM'd me one day and was like, hey, I just rubbed one out to your last Instagram picture. And that got me super horny. Cause again, when we hear the effect we have on your peen, our vagine will react in kind. Which then brings me to number 6, which is getting handsy. Now again, this is only after you create a connection, you make her laugh, you're flirting and shit. Only then is it okay to touch us. In fact, it's okay to touch us once you make us laugh, because when you make us laugh and you touch us, what you're doing is you're signaling to the brain that, hey, the reason we feel this good is because of this person right here. It just strengthens that synapse that's created between good emotion and you if you touch her when you're making her laugh. So moving forward, if you touch her again, what you're doing is you're turning that synapse on one more time, thus turning her on. So don't be afraid to get handsy. Don't get handsy before the connections though. And again, that's what we teach in my program. Connecting, making her laugh, flirting in a way that feels good and doesn't feel too forward. Apply right now here if you haven't yet. And I'm telling you, you'll watch us start to gush and blush right before your very eyes. Woo, I'm already doing it. Now number 7 is a little interesting, and I could be called out for this being a form of toxic masculinity. But I'm telling you right now, we women actually love it, and it's when you are actually protective. Not controlling, protective. So say we're walking down the street, and to make sure I don't get mauled or molested in ways that are non-consensual, you walk side by side with me, and you keep your arm around me. Keep your arm around my hip. Keep it close to ya. That's hot. Woo! Or maybe somebody talked shit to me at the bar, and you stand up and you say, what the fuck did you say to my girl? Ooh, that's hot too. Even if I was talking shit first. But either way, you being that man to us being the woman is a turn on. Again, it would be a good thing if you were protective over anybody who needed protecting. And in our instance, if it just so happens to you being appropriately protective of us, like maybe we're walking in heels, so you put out your arms so we can hold on to you because we might trip and fall and get run over and die. That is amazing of you. Thank you so much for that. Let me slob your knob later. And the last one is telling us what to do to turn you on. A lot of you guys take for granted the fact that we women are here to please you. We're here for your benefit as well. We want to take care of you just as much, hon. So if you tell me what to do to turn you on, you bet your ass I'm getting turned on, and I'm doing it all the time. We want to know these things. So tell us, hey girl, every time you wear that dress, I gotta hold my peen in public because it might be seen. Then I'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna wear this dress all the time and I'm gonna soak through the dress. Ooh, getting so hot just thinking about all these hypothetical situations. But make sure you try all 8 of these because they are the simplest way to get our erogenous zones going, starting right here. And if you're not quite sure how attractive you are to the women you want, don't forget to take this quiz right here, which will tell you whether or not you're a 2.5 or a 10. But by watching this channel, I'm sure y'all are all gonna score 10. So thanks for watching. Thanks for turning me on by being here, and I'll see you guys next time.